Dylan Jones lassos to the near side wing. Jamir Watkins, too long on a three. Philadelphia looking for their first win of Vegas Summer League. Coming in off of a 96-94 loss and a comeback effort against the Hornets. Mintz, point guard out of Syracuse, spins and feeds Edwards, who misses. A young player already has changed teams once. All the way to the rim, and Bona, shot blocker inside, knocks it away.
Big time block by Bona. AJ thought he had one on Bona, protecting his yard. As a big, that's what you got to do. Always important for your big men.
Was a standout player at Temple. Sixers looking to get going. Starting this game, 0 for 6 from the floor. Justin Edwards in traffic. Bona follows. And he'll head to the free throw.
For camp, but on the background, it's fair to classify it as a cleanup, and no major ligaments were involved, including the meniscus. But you remember last season, guys, Embiid, George, Maxey only suited up together for 290.
So he has a lot of skill. He has a lot of skills.
And he has been shooting the three well. Summer League here in Vegas and back at Salt Lake. So trying to get more consistent with that part of his game.
And that's what the Summer League is about. For a guy like Broome, you have to prove to the rest of the league that you can, as we see another, you turn that corner on the pick and roll. If you don't see the big man's numbers, you go right downhill and you take that layup.
Edgecombe trying to get loose. He's 0 for 6. Edwards wants another. Doesn't draw anything. Everyone's healthy. He wants to get that part of his game elevated.
Definitely. But he does a lot of things defensively, gets out in transition. He does a lot of things there. That's where he really likes to star in that role.
Could be competing with Justin Edwards if things go the youngster's way. Edwards for 3, front of the rim. Aluma battling for the rebound.
You got to see what you're going to be and how you're going to figure that out.
Let's check in with Lauren.
Yeah, guys, I was actually going to add on that. I just think it's, the rim protection. It isn't all. I feel like he's actively hunting his shots, too, especially the first couple games.
He had 28 points. Had a thumb sprain that he realized after the game. Missed the final 2 and then the first 2 for the Sixers in Vegas. Chiseling mid-range.
And that's the one thing about VJ Edgecombe. Like I said, he does have a lot of great physical tools and intangibles. But when you watch him play, he just kept probing and realized there was nobody that was going to stop him until he got right to the floater.
A Philly steal. Bona leading the break. Edwards tries to get his own board and does. Uses the push shots. A Philly steal. Bona leading the break. Edwards tries to get his own board and does. Uses the push shots.
But you need ball movement. You want that ball to move side to side. You want to pick and roll, kick it back, have that ball, everybody touch it. Those are really good possessions. When you see that ball move side to side, maybe end up in a corner 3, that's when you know that you're getting a good ball movement.
Edwards knocks it down. Second round draft pick a season ago, and had his minutes increase.
I like that.
As things went off the rails for the Sixers in the second half of the season.
I like that. He's the type of guy that brings energy, effort, understands what he does well.
Justin Edwards with that footwork, lining it up. And then the vertical explosion. Just a beat too late. Crunch time run from Philadelphia. Remember, this game was tied earlier on in the fourth quarter. And a 13-0 run was capped off by the Edgecombe 3. To give Philly the advantage, and a minute 15 away from their first win in the Las Vegas Summer League. And Justin Edwards.
Philly really struggled offensively the other night when we saw them against that San Antonio defense we've been talking about. And so we're going to see now where is the offense generated without Edgecombe, who had that big-time debut in Utah, 27 points. Block on James.
McNeely sprays it out to the corner. A wide open 3 is short. And rebounded by the 76ers. It's almost like James had a little bit too much time. Edwards pulls one. That's way short. And Simpson time now.
An easy target down there. He got that ball quickly from his waist up to the rim.
Salas from 15 left it short. Bona with the rebound back out to Edwards. 10 on the clock. Salon got over the screen. Bona with the offensive rebound, blocked from behind. Sixers with another chance, comes loose, and Simpson comes out of the basketball. They trail by 11. Edwards off the pin.
I like Mintz's game, too. He averaged 21 in the G League. You can just tell he's a guy that's high octane. I mean, he is to look.
7-point lead. Leos gets the Sixers engaged. Out of the timeout, let's see what they run. Edwards touches paint. Left it on the front rim. Barlow with the offensive rebound. Got blocked from behind. 9-0 run for the 76ers. Edwards around the boom screen. Edwards walks into the three, a high arcing three. Well short.
Fairly squared up to get this call, and Salas was.
It's out top, around the bonus screen. Edwards from deep, brings up the three.
He jumps from so far out on the floater.
He's going after everything. 8-point lead. Nice pass on the give and go. Counted and one. Tell me about Bonus' offensive game.
I mean, limited right now, but what he showed me with that pass that he had.
Katie George had a couple of Sixer players on there. Barlow missed that one. Tyrese Maxey spoke. He comes into the NBA. 34th pick overall as a 23-year-old.
And almost unimaginable the improvement he's made since he first came on the scene out of high school. His hands are better.
Interesting.
Much better feel offensively. And he's been a presence defensive from the get-go just because of his size. But now his mobility is making him more active on both ends.
And he closed out pretty well there on the 76ers. Shot clock at 7. Edwards, another logo three, and he misses that one. Back out to Simpson. One more. McNeely missed everything. And Philadelphia miraculously with a chance to take the lead. On the break, Barlow kicks it out to Edwards. Good show and go. Edwards raising up. Everything but the bucket that time for Philadelphia. Ince will bring it into the front court. Long jumper comes off this time from Edwards.
It's a dude with some NBA experience under his belt. He wanted that shot. He knew what he was looking for.
Up to 16. Fought through that bonus screen pretty well as two. Edwards for the tie. Way off, wide left. Sixers with another chance, but short shot clock. Down to 2-possession game. 4-point advantage for the Hornets. They led by as many as 16 at one point. Edwards rips through. Got it. Back.
Impressive right there. Nice ability to get to that left shoulder and did not rush that jump hook. Going to be one of the leading scorers in Vegas this summer. He's already done it as the Spurs have had some games leading up to Vegas and put it home. Look, I don't know if it's going to be in San Antonio or where it's going to be, but this dude needs a job in the league in somebody's rotation. This is just easy for him.
He was a member of the Utah Jazz G League team last season. Edwards' jumper is short, rebounded.
Saturday, is there any chance that we could possibly see you play out here in Vegas?
Hopefully. Just hopefully, I'm able to go on the court. I mean, it'll be a dream come true to play in Summer League, so it's going to be good if I'm allowed to play.
So often we see guys in Summer League, it takes them a couple of games to kind of find their rhythm and get comfortable.
Straight line drives, whatever I have to do, just to impact the game, defending, rebounding, all of that.
Have you gotten any time to spend or talk with some of the roster guys like Tyrese or Joel?
Yeah, I've talked to them. I've talked to both Tyrese and Joe. So, it's good. They're great guys, so I'm looking forward to meeting them.
And put back Jones Garcia rebounds it too. What a night he's having.
Yeah, he averaged just under 8 rebounds a game in the G League, in addition to giving you almost 25 points a game. So showing you a little bit of work there on the glass as well. And another good look for Brian. He's just struggling right now to finish these shots off, but he's taking the right shots in the flow of what they're trying to do.
Edwards from deep. Left that on the front rim. Barlow pursues it and lays it home.
Inside bucket. Down low. Memphis gets 2. Off the hand of Captain Reed III, rookie out of Wake Forest. He's well traveled. Started at LSU, went on to Gonzaga before settling in with Wake Forest. Nice shot.
Getting to the basket. Grizzlies have done a nice job of moving the ball and kind of kicking it out for threes, but good defense here by Philly. See if they can capitalize on it.
Hood Schifino backs it up. Plenty of time on the clock. 15 on the shot. Rolls it far side. Edwards gets it back. Space in the paint. Back out front. Triple by the left-hander. The bounce comes off and the rebound of Memphis. That's his 14th point. And the third free throw hit by Memphis here in the quarter. Mintz gets it back. Edwards, little jab step. Meshack playing some in-your-face D, but Edwards just... Meshack, heat check. How about he's in double digits with 11. 3 threes, back-to-back here in the third quarter.
Looks like the halftime speeches in both locker rooms was about energy. Something that may have been lacking early on in this game for Philly in the second quarter.
Edwards splash.
Good looking shot.
81-73. Memphis trying to mount a comeback here. Plenty of time. As we know in the NBA, anything can.
50 courtside seats, $2,000.
2,500. That's the anticipation.
You know some people, don't you? Can we?
Hey, look, get on the phone. Look, I know this is a big ask. I know this is a big ask.
But that's good news, though, for the NBA, right? I mean,
well, you have stars, and there are plenty. He gets the roll. 85-82. Memphis shooting 63% in the quarter, 50 for Philadelphia. Three-point attempt from the corner.
So they talked about it.
Mitchell into the paint. Nice move, left hand. Just rolled off the rim. And Bona, who we spoke of, pulls down his first rebound. 8 caroms he had in that opening night against Utah.
Nothing wrong with that first move of Mitchell. Just kind of a weak ending on it. Needed to just go up and lay that thing in.
Edwards, deep, good look off the rim, and the rebound.
Situation, and you had other guys coming over to help on switches or traps or blitzes, if you will. Today, it's more like guard your guy. Yeah, we'll switch on occasion. But now we're going to take a look at how these individual guys can guard their guy without having to switch all the time.
Little drive inside, nicely done. Missed by left hand side. A little touch bucket down low inside for Hanson Ward, 6'8" rookie out of Iowa State.
Topic bumped Mintz on that drive, and Mintz was way underneath the basket.
Edwards jab step, now reset, 6 on the shot. He'll take the triple. It's up and out. Rebound crashing.
With this balancing act of getting his teammates involved.
Etan Almanza just checked back in, rookie from Spain last year. He was in Australia. Hood Schifino backs it out, just past the 6-minute mark. Edwards winds up, good look for 3.
Great look.
Well, the threes. Caruso and Hartenstein. I will say Caruso and Hartenstein, I thought, really may have been the final puzzle pieces because Caruso's defense.
No, you're exactly right. I think what that finals did with Indiana and OKC is teams are looking at that and say, hey, that could be us, right? It's a young league. There's a lot of talent out there. Let's see if we can put the right pieces together, right? It's a young league. There's a lot of talent out there. Let's see if we can put the right pieces together. Clean look. That's a tough shot.
That's that runner that, you know, tell you what, Chris Paul makes it look easy, Steph Curry, but it takes a lot of timing to pull that string at the right moment.
Well, it's a moving target.
There's a shot that was in and rolled. Inside game is beginning to open a bit. We saw another bucket earlier. Thunder trying to use that paint to their advantage.
It's great awareness, Mitchell, on that blitz.
That was Mitchell's 4th assist. There's a triple.
They've been showing that, especially here in the second half.
Well, the points off turnovers, I mean, that's really the biggest storyline. 29 points scored. Up to 17 turnovers by Philly. There's a nice 3. Down the player leaves his feet. A little off balance. Gets the help from his teammates. And look at that. They inbound the ball the minute he got on the floor. Philly tries to strike in a hurry. Rebound backs.
Before.
Cody Williams. He's bulked up a bit himself. In fact, we were told his bench press has jumped from about 175 to 210. Got to have that strength to survive in this league. Edwards shot just off the back of the rim. Second triple. Watching him last year, he had a slump, T.
Yeah.
And then the last 20-plus games, he busted out and shot lights out from downtown. Picking the 3, that's a great look. As flips in a jumper. He played 4. That's an oddity in the world we live in today.
Yeah, that's an old man now, right? He played 4 years at college. But you're right. I mean, none of these players are going to be perfect, but there's something about them that you can work with and develop. Some have star potential, some have great role-playing potential.
Quick hands.
The last 5 or 6 weeks, but this is just the beginning.
Now, ask Memphis and OKC, who played earlier tonight. I'd say they were gassed early in the 4th. Slauson on the floor with Safino. Cutter inside. Tough bucket down by Edwards. He had a 5.
I'm not sure Slauson touched that ball when Cody lost it, but gets away with it.
No look pass. Once, twice. Deep triple. Missed it. Inside Edgecombe with a flush. University of Utah. This place had some magical moments, Big T. 79 comes to mind. National title game. A guy named Bird and a guy named Magic.
Oh, yeah. That was really the beginning of what we know now as March Madness.
Edwards inside the 3-point line. Stops. Throws it up left hand. Room unable to connect, and a foul.
Inside. Goes a little old school jump hook, Bowler.
9-point game. Sixers play for the final shot of the half. Bucciafino. At the horn. Good if it goes, and Edwards. They're 7th. Edgecombe. Bucciafino with a rebound. The reset. Edwards right to left. Stop and pop. Left hand shot. No. Edgecombe just flies in for the rebound. Down to Bona. Edwards. 3. Off the mark. Rebound Collier. Collier's first point since the first quarter.
Keep an eye on the bonus and Ogle battle. 2 bigs for each team.
Edwards. Asia.
Both teams a little heavy in the turnover department. Utah Jazz with 14. Philly with 10.
Inside cut. Wow. Winding up Edwards. 3s and 4 rebounds for the second-year pro. Flip has scored or assisted on last 10 points by the Utah Jazz. Bucciafino in the paint. Edwards rises up. Another one net. You want a hoop? You're going to get it. Here that finals went the full 7 games, T. Then all of a sudden you blink an eye, you got draft night 1 and 2. Then you turn around and you're playing summer league.